This is Glenn McCrory for Boxing Social with top promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, how tough was it to make this fight?
Very tough, about 5 months. Obviously after the first fight everyone was saying obviously there'll be a rematch, huge money spinner, and then sort of for that period after no one really wants to make the first move, so it's like, oh, they'll be in touch with us soon. And after a sort of month you sort of say, do you know what, I'll just pick up the phone, do you want to talk about the rematch? Oh yes please. And then you talk about the splits, then someone pisses someone off and there's no conversation for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you talk about who walks first, who's on the poster, and it just takes time and time. Everyone knew this was the fight to make, but eventually we got it over the line.
Who's pushed for the fight the most? Anybody in particular?
No, because I don't think anyone wanted to be seen to be pushing for it. You know, it's like Tony was like, look, if you don't like my terms, I'll fight someone else. And Hay said, you know, if he won't take what I want, then we'll go and fight someone else in the heavyweight division. So the truth was, they both knew this was the fight to make, and eventually we got it over the line.
There was no other fights. Tony never said, you know,
yeah, Tony, I think the Joseph Parker fight was it's world heavyweight title, so it's not as big as the David Hay fight, far from it. But you know, I think that you know, you have to look at it and think, this is a great opportunity for Tony financially. The public want this fight. He believes he hasn't got the credit out the first fight that he deserves. He believes he can beat David Hay emphatically this time. So why not take the fight?
Is it harder this time to sell the fight? You know, because last time it was a natural because they just wanted to fight.
Last time it was about hype and it was about the event. Now it's about the event and the fight. I think anyone who knows boxing knows that you're going to get a great fight this time around, because you got a great fight last time, even with the injury. And this time you're going to get another great fight. I think this is one of the best fights in the heavyweight division. People might say, oh, what's he talking about? But when you look at them, you've got Wilder against Joshua, great fight. Maybe White against Chisora. But outside of that, Hey Bellew has to be right up there. So for me, this is really more, the sell with this fight is, yeah, there's still bad blood, there's animosity. You'll see that bubble. But actually, it's a very good fight. And Tony Bellew, you've known him a long time, massively underrated. Like, people look at him and think, oh, you know, he's carrying a bit of weight. He's a great fighter. You know, he won a world cruiserweight title, challenged for the light heavyweight title. People in the gyms know, the trainers know, people spar with him. He's a very talented fighter.
The biggest problem that I see is getting David Hay in that ring this time with in his physical condition, because he's just 7 months older. And you know, we've all got a certain
That's another reason that I believe that Tony Bellew will win this fight, because I don't think David Hay can be sharper than he was in the last fight. He might have a better tactics going in, but is his body going to be in a better condition than it was? No. Is he going to be sharper? His reflexes going to be better? No. He's 7, 8 months on from that last fight, and I believe his confidence will be low as well, because he knows, he's not stupid, he knows that it can't have that. The only thing that worries me more is that he'll be very determined. And I think in the first fight he just presumed that he was going to go out there, hit Tony Bellew on the chin, and it was all going to be over. He knows he has to win this fight. So I think deep down, and sometimes fighters fight better when they're under pressure, when they know there's a risk, when they know they have to win, rather than just going in with no pressure thinking they're going to stroll through.
So you're expecting a big sellout crowd?
Yeah, we sold the pre-sale out today. The tickets are going to go very quickly, and yeah, I think you can expect a great fight. Like I said last time, a lot of hype, a lot of noise. You'll still get the noise, but now you've got a great heavyweight fight Sunday, December 17th.
Good talking to you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Glenn. All right, mate.